Hey there, space explorers. It's your favorite science guy here, ready to delve into a fascinating solar spectacle, the upcoming flip of the sun's magnetic field. Think of it as a cosmic do-over, a chance for the sun to hit the reset button on its magnetic poles. This isn't some random chaotic event, it's a regular part of the sun's life, happening roughly every 11 years. And guess what? We're on the brink of witnessing this magnetic switcheroo. Scientists predict the big flip will be complete sometime in 2025. Now, before you start picturing the sun turning upside down, let me clarify. This flip is all about magnetism, the invisible force that makes your compass needle point north. The sun's magnetic field, much like Earth's, has a north and south pole. During this flip, those poles reverse, turning the sun's magnetic field topsy-turvy. It's a slow dance, not a sudden jerk, taking several months to a year to fully complete. But hold on, this magnetic flip-flop isn't just some cosmic curiosity. It's a big deal for our solar system, especially for us here on Earth. So buckle up, because when the sun sneezes, Earth can catch a cosmic cold. So what causes this magnetic mayhem? It all boils down to the sun's inner workings. Deep inside our star, a fiery dance of hot, electrically charged gas called plasma is constantly swirling and churning. This plasma acts like a giant dynamo, generating the sun's powerful magnetic field. As the plasma moves, it drags the magnetic field lines along with it, twisting and turning them like taffy. Over time, these magnetic field lines get so tangled and stressed that they snap and reconnect in a new configuration. It's like taking a bunch of twisted rubber bands and letting them snap back into place. This snapping and reconnecting releases a burst of energy, kind of like a miniature solar explosion. Now here's where it gets interesting. As the sun approaches the peak of its magnetic flip, these little energy bursts become more frequent and intense, leading to an increase in solar activity. We're talking more sunspots, those dark, cooler patches on the sun's surface, and more solar flares and coronal mass ejections. Those are powerful bursts of radiation and charged particles that erupt from the sun. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is where things get really interesting. When the sun's magnetic field flips, it sends a ripple effect throughout the solar system, and Earth is right in the splash zone. Remember that burst of energy and charged particles from the sun I mentioned earlier? Well, that stuff comes hurtling towards Earth at breakneck speeds, and when it collides with our planet's magnetic field, it can cause quite a stir. Think of Earth's magnetic field as a giant shield, protecting us from the sun's constant barrage of charged particles, which scientists call the solar wind. This shield deflects most of the solar wind, but during a magnetic flip, the sun's activity ramps up, sending even more charged particles our way. This can overload our magnetic shield, leading to what we call geomagnetic storms. Now, these geomagnetic storms might sound scary, and they can be, but they also create some pretty amazing sights. Remember the northern lights, those beautiful shimmering curtains of light in the night sky? Those are caused by charged particles from the sun interacting with Earth's atmosphere. During geomagnetic storms, the auroras can become even more intense and visible at lower latitudes, so keep your eyes peeled. Our sun, the star at the center of our solar system, is a fascinating and dynamic object. It's not just a static ball of gas, it has a complex and ever-changing surface. Scientists have developed numerous ways to keep an eye on our stellar neighbor, ensuring we understand its behavior and can predict its effects on Earth. One of the primary tools used to observe the sun is the solar telescope. These telescopes are specifically designed to handle the intense light and heat from the sun, allowing us to see its surface in incredible detail. By studying sunspots, solar flares, and other phenomena, researchers can gain insights into the processes driving the sun's activity. This knowledge is crucial for protecting our technology and infrastructure from solar storms.